Mikal Bridges with a dunk as we return to action here, 10-9. As Bridges makes his first field goal after misfiring on his first 3 attempts. Spurs and the Nets splitting the season series a year ago. Nets won by 36 here in Brooklyn. Got 52 between Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving that night. Spurs returned the favor at the Frost Bank Center, 106-98 later in the month. Victor trying to tap the rebound, ends up in the hands of Bridges. Dominic Barlow available tonight.
Exactly.
Barlow has not been active for the past few games. Now with the trade deadline in the rearview mirror, expect Barlow to see some more activity in terms of his availability.
Yeah, and that's exactly why Pop is letting Zach ride with these 2 fouls early.
What is so far a low-scoring first quarter here, 4 minutes to play, 16-13. Out of Schroeder's hands, and Wilson, high-arcing 3 is good. And again, Sean, you said it. I don't know if Brooklyn has anybody on the roster who can stop Keldon Johnson.
They don't, apparently. I mean, that was a good-looking move there, and just overwhelmed Schroeder at the rim.
An offensive rebound and another possession, and Bridges makes him pay. Bridges averaging almost 4 made threes since the beginning of January per game. 7-point lead, the largest for the Nets. Collins jump hook on the baseline. No. Keldon battling for the rebound. And lands in the hands of Cedi Osman. Steps around Schroeder, rejected at the rim, coming back by Finney Smith.
Still a great effort by Keldon on the glass, and Cedi Osman picking up that loose ball. These star guys are active right now.
And Schroeder hits the 3. 35% this season. That's his 78th made three-pointer. Nets have opened up a 10-point lead. Collins in the paint and holding his ground.
Effort and hustle. Don't necessarily have to score the basketball. Again, Pop is looking for guys that are going to defend first. You have to make some shots, okay, then that's a little bit better.
Spurs falling back into a 3-2 zone. Wilson front rims the three-pointer.
You know, all of a sudden these teams start making all these three-point balls on us. Orlando did the same thing the other night.
Brooklyn is 7 of 11 from iron. Keldon brings down the rebound. The Nets lead it by 7. 16-13, not even 3 minutes ago. Keldon Johnson. Let's counter with Simmons, Jalen Wilson, Cam Thomas, Dorian Finney-Smith. Miss by Osman with a foul. The side of the head, too.
He probably did. Victor was trying to get in there late to contest. Trying to be in 2 places at once.
And Simmons has 4. Trey Jones. Malachi in the corner, pulls up over Thomas. Here's the 3. Standing right next to Billy Kennedy there in the corner. And the long look. 14 to shoot here for the Spurs. Trey Jones out of his hands. Malachi Branham back to Trey. On its way for 3. Wilson brings down the rebound. So Wilson playing with 3 fouls. Claxton on the bench with 3.
Victor's got to get the ball there. Plain and simple. I mean, he had, I want to say, it was Cam Thomas that switched out on him, and our guys didn't look down the block.
Watford. Thomas here with 7 to shoot, trying to fend off Sohan, and his contact, there was no whistle. The rebound ends up in Wilson's hands. Thomas skips it into the corner, and they don't.
It's been just kind of frustrated that we missed Victor several times and have been unable to give him the ball in the low block, and we've got to figure that out.
Victor sits out of the timeout. Zach Collins back on, along with Jeremy Sohan, Malachi Branham, Trey Jones, and Devin Vassell. Still 7 minutes to go till halftime. Vassell jump step in the paint, puts it up and puts it in.
Did a nice job keeping
He's got 6.
Great cut there by Devin. Used that screen extremely well.
Simmons gets it back from Bridges. Thomas now. Using the Simmons screen, keeping Trey Jones on his back, pulls up from the elbow, rims out, and Jeremy rips down the rebound. Left it behind him, but there's no black shorts there to pick it up. Really throws it away. Manage the number of games available to you that you can play in the NBA. And so when Collins has been active and available, Barlow has been inactive. Dom gets back in there, gets the first shot off of the left hand, no. Battling hard for that rebound, and good hustle by Barlow.
G-League, you just got to be able to carry that over to the next level.
Keldon Johnson back on for the Spurs. Perfect from the field. 3 of 3 in the paint. He's got a three-pointer as well. 9 points for Keldon. Vassell pulls up over Wilson, swishes the jumper.
I think he didn't quite have his feet set. Kind of rushed that one just a touch.
Jalen Wilson to the other end, and he's 2 for now. 6 points for Wilson off the bench. Lead back to 9. Nets as a team are 9 of 16 from downtown. Spin move from Sohan to the paint. Rebounds and 7.5 assists. We know what he is now. He's never going to be a shooter. And that's been established at this point of his career.
But you put scores around him, he's going to feed them. They're going to make a nice living off Ben Simmons.
Keldon Johnson had to shoot. Bridges will inbound. Now the Nets going to hold for the last shot here with 9 seconds. Into the corner, Finney-Smith. Too strong on the three-pointer. Vassell launches. And that will come up on the move there and turning it over before he could firmly plant himself as Lonnie Walker, the 4th in the game for the first time, and the Spurs.
For Trey Jones and that floater.
Vassell turning the corner, pulls up, and no justice as it rims out on him. Schroeder will take it back. Bridges, pull up 3 over Vassell, got it. Third quarter, 11 points, 19 in the game to lead the Spurs. And he stays out there right now, along with Malachi Branham, Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sohan, and Devin Vassell.
Well, just like any other player that gets hot, Dan. I mean, you got to continue to feed him the basketball, be it Victor, Devin, or Keldon Johnson.
He's got Schroeder matched up against him. Keldon fires the 3 in the corner. And Jeremy Sohan with the offensive rebound. They'll kick it back out. Schroeder's right up in his grill. 5 to shoot. Victor gives it up. Malachi for 3.
Let's see how he gets Malachi. But again, Victor sets that screen. You have 2 guys sticking to Victor. Don't want him to go for the lob. That leaves Keldon wide open to shoot it.
Bridges gives it up. Jalen Wilson gets the roll.
Or gets close enough to the rim, and again, he's got some spring in those legs.
5th-year man out of Georgia has 12 and 7 on the night. Vassell, he goes to work. Turns in the paint over Claxton this time. Off the side of the rim, Keldon fighting for the board. Schroeder coming the other way here for Brooklyn. Steps into a 3. And 3 more. Schroeder along the baseline here. We'll give it back out. Dennis Smith Jr. attacks. 5 to shoot. Tough turnaround jumper there for Keldon, and then Chet. So the Spurs can hope for the final shot. Keldon Johnson on the baseline, going to the rim. No, lands to Barlow, and he's fouled. Going back up, we'll get a couple of free throws. Boy, Dominic, that's with another miss. A little bit cold here in the last few possessions. Victor, he's got Schroeder just poking at him there at the elbow. Return ball back to Jeremy Sohan, uses the window.
Man buried underneath. It's a great high-low pass.
Seven of the last 9 belong to the Spurs here. Schroeder. Into the corner it comes. The 3-pointer's good. 3-pointer of the night. He's got a game-high 25.
That's a foul.
Victor lost it. Here come the Nets the other way. Thomas, the handoff. Claxton puts it up and in.
He's pretty much done for the night. Should have gone to the free throw line easily.
And the crowd already chanting Dennis Schroeder here at Barclays Center. Jeremy Sohan with a miss on the 3.
Well, that's a lot to give up. It's the lesson is you got to do it organically. That's the best way. I mean, all these teams that have tried to trade into a champion.
2.5 to go. As Jeremy Sohan puts it up for 2. 3. Sandro Mamukelishvili on with Champagny, Branham, Wesley, and Barlow to close out this one here for the